Fresh off the coaching bench of the 15 and unders, which saw her team, the Myrtleford Alpine Saints, unfortunately go down to a pretty flawless Wodonga Raiders outfit. We are coming to you from the Lavington Sports Ground where the Wodonga Bulldogs minor premiers take on the Wangaratta Rovers. Before we begin today, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we broadcast from and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. First centre pass goes the way of the Bulldogs coming into this game as minor premiers undefeated. The ball goes into Molly Moylan, captain, who sinks their first goal of this grand final. Rovers, the hands of captain Holly McCarty in centre, using her mid-quarters, and a great defensive effort there from wing defence for the Bulldogs in Georgia Evans. It will be the Rovers with the throw-in. And a great ball over the top to Sophia Pasquale in goal attack for the Rovers. And they find space on that baseline. And she drops in her first goal for the Rovers. 1 goal apiece here in this 17 and under grand final. Ball moving around by the Bulldogs. Wing attack in Meg Foley, finding goal shooter Abby Bloy, netting her first goal for the Bulldogs. Play is reset. Goal shooter Mila Schubert coming out on the drive. Rovers happy to move it around. And they're clever from McCarty to play that straight away. 2 goals apiece here on our 17 and under grand final. Welcome to you, Christina.
I'm so sorry. I'm taking my time coming up.
You've had a busy morning. Congratulations for contesting a grand final.
Thank
Unfortunately,
you.
Probably not the intended outcome, but credit for
No,
effort.
I'm so proud of the girls. It was our smallest margin by defeat to Raiders all year. So those little wins that you've got to think about, but Raiders were phenomenal today, and it shows they haven't lost a game all year. So, but I'm very proud of my girls.
Fantastic. Wing attack for the Rovers in Sadie Pellegrino, passing off to Mila Schubert. Long range goal and nets it. We have an even ball game, 3 goals apiece here, and from this view, we've got the best seat in the house.
Absolutely, this is nice up here.
As goal defence for the Bulldogs in Ari Cohen. Also, the league 17 and under best and fairest awarded on Monday night. Expect big things from her. Great contest through that mid-court. The Bulldogs notching another goal the way of Molly Moylan, and she doesn't miss too many. The Hot Shot Award winner of the year.
And we'll probably see her later on in the B grade as well, which is very exciting for her.
There will be, I think there'll be a couple of girls possibly.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the Bulldogs doubling up. As Rovers, the defence of the Bulldogs forcing them to adjust and change. The chase is on.
Oh, that's
Mila
still in
Schubert,
court.
well done to keep that in. Oh, and a great defensive effort from centre, and captain Holly McCarty stood out of play. Keeper in Lexi McKillop gives off to Ari Cohen. Happy to play it around.
It's crazy to think Ari's still eligible to play under 15s netball, and she just won an under 17s BNF on Monday night.
And spoke beautifully.
Oh, wonderfully.
Spoke well above her years as Rovers. Another defensive effort there, turning this ball over here. Wing defence. Oh, went through 2 passages of hands, but they've still got possession.
We saw in the 15s game, I think the first half there, from Myrtleford's point of view, we had about 22 we got 22 turnovers. So it was very back and forth for a long period of time. So it'll be interesting to see in this 17s game if they can settle a little bit quicker than the 15s, which is understandable. But yeah, it was very defensive.
Great rebounding effort there from Sophia Pasquale. Can't quite get it back into court, and it's the Bulldogs underway again. So we've had a miss at both ends. The ball going back in the hands of co-captain Foley, and she finds, thread the needle, we call it, and the hands, the defensive pressure of the Rovers get a stop, but the Bulldogs remain in possession. And a great shot there from Abby Bloy takes the Bulldogs to 4, leading the Rovers 3. The atmosphere, as I parked, I'm way, way, way up in the distance up there. I could hear the game, the 15s. The crowd was electrifying.
It was very, the crowd was awesome.
And Pasquale, a goal there for the Rovers.
That's the benefit of coaching under 15s. You always get a close park.
Foley to Bloy. High ball into Moylan, and her strength on the body,
so strong under the post.
Turns and shoots.
I just love, that's what I think I love about this under-17s competition, is that all of the shooters in sort of that top 5 are all just so confident to turn and go to post.
Oh, and the numbers that they were putting up, I was having a look in the last few weeks, and it's
phenomenal.
Incredible the numbers that they've put up over the season, and at a really high percentage. There was a game I saw that Molly shot at something like 97%,
Crazy.
shooting like 47 attempts or something,
and she doesn't
incredible.
think about her shot. She just turns and flicks, and it just connects.
And there she is again, connecting with goal shooter. But a great defensive effort there from goalkeeper in Lily Palmer. Bulldogs again, and another defensive effort there. The goal is good. Shooter Abby Bloy popping that one up. So the Bulldogs are out to a handy little 3-goal buffer here. 7 plays 4.
I've watched a bit of the Rovers under-17s this final series. Great take there. And their defence is really intimidating. They hustle those 4 girls in defence as a team.
And the hands over pressure. And there's a turnover in the attacking third goal defence there. Ari Cohen stood out of play, high up, away from where she would like to be. McCarty coming for that drive, gives through to wing attack Pellegrino, back to McCarty. A great roll there from goal shooter and Mia Schubert, but it is the defensive effort of Lexi McKillop. Sees her out of play, and a great
good rebound. Great shot, Miller.
Goal is good. 7 plays 5 here in this first quarter of this 17 and under grand final. Wing attack Foley finds Bradshaw. Back to Foley.
Great pass by Foley.
And well done from Moylan there to know that she needed to just stay out of the way there and give her shooter all that baseline space. Pasquale. McCarty. Oh,
great baseline drive.
Oh, wrong-footed there. Umpire Jared Hibberson right in front of him, so he wasn't going to miss that. He and Sean with the credit to take on this under-17s grand final today. Both very experienced final campaigners.
Rovers are definitely getting the turnovers. They just need to take a breath and settle as it goes into attack. As Millie Sharp takes another.
And
bad luck.
She did. I was going to say she did really well to try and balance, but just couldn't quite keep that foot grounded. Wing attack Foley looking for the shooters, but Palmer confusing the space. Moylan does well to keep in, and there's no whistle. Well done to the Bulldogs for not waiting for the umpire's call. Moylan, a nice goal.
You wouldn't
from her.
want 2-point shots with Molly Moylan shooting for you.
With any of these shooters, I think.
She's just so happy to turn and shot and probably get that in.
A bit Gretel Tippett-esque as she turns and goals. 10 goals to 5 here. This first quarter action. Nearly 9 minutes played. High ball to McCarty through that centre. It's so nice to see such a tall centre in McCarty. Again, a really great season from her, making the top 25 of the Victorian under-19s system. As Pasquale drops one in, 10 plays 6. Interestingly, I was looking at stats for this game. They played in round 7. Rovers won 75-48. They played in round 16. Bulldogs won 75-48. They played in round 16. Bulldogs won 72-49.
Wowza. That's a lot of goals.
That's a lot of goals. Then they played in the semi-final where Bulldogs won again, but only 10 goals. And the Rovers were actually leading at quarter time.
There you go.
12. And they had an even third quarter. It was just the second and fourth quarters by the Bulldogs that pushed them that far in front. So I think credit to Minna Lamb and Gracie Reid in their coaching to
Absolutely.
have gotten them to a grand final. I think they've probably got nothing to lose, and the Bulldogs are the hunted. They are undefeated in this competition. Oh, as an outreach goalkeeper stretch there from Lily Palmer.
And I think that's the message that you've got to go in with if you're Rovers. You've got nothing to lose. Let's just keep this margin, try and reduce the margin to the smallest amount we've had all year and see what happens. And it's, finals and a grand final, the pressure, the intensity.
And there's the pressure coming in there, a held ball right on cue. Georgia Evans in wing defence gives off to Ari Cohen. Great drive there from Abby Bloy. She clears out, finds the space. Moylan.
Great pressure here by Rovers defence.
Stella Patterson, she's really working the body of Moylan hard there, who gets another touch.
So strong in her ability to rip those one-handed passes in.
And fantastic from her. Oh, and what a goal from Abby Bloy. Are we sure that these 17s didn't have a go at the half-court challenge? Because I think there's a few contenders through there.
I'd love to know Wodonga's average time from centre pass to goal. It would be like 2.5 seconds.
We can calculate that after this live stream. A great mid-range goal there from shooter in Millie Schubert. Can't quite drop in. Bulldogs getting us underway again. Ari Cohen to Jada Bradshaw. We've had a switch in at wing attack. Sorry, no, we have not. Meg Foley's still there. And Elle Gibson's come on at wing attack for the Rovers while the ball was down the other end. Gives off to Pasquale. Oh, the down ball. Oh, strong defensive effort. Oh, straight to the hands of Ari Cohen. And the sun's come out.
It's so nice when the sun's out. I was a bit nervous here in the 15s game. I thought it was going to pour for a second.
And Pasquale drops one in. 13 plays 9. A little bit of time between goals. Bulldogs get us underway again.
Millie Sharp.
Oh, and beautiful.
That was M. Brown-like.
That was M. Brown-like. Stretched out, hooked in with one arm and managed to control with two. Stella Patterson for the reset. McCarty, the defenders here really forcing the Rovers attackers to work and causing the turnover. Goalkeeper there in Lexi McKillop. McKillop, back to Cohen, using that centre channel to their advantage. Elle Gibson in wing attack stood out of play. Bulldogs on the attack. Bloy, Patterson, oh! And both defenders having a stab there. Stella Patterson and Lily Palmer for the Rovers. And see how much this means to all players on court as Moylan slips out the side.
And they're the little 1%ers that Rovers need to make sure that they're ripping in when there is a missed goal. That's probably not going to be many, that we're taking care of it.
And the offside call. The Rovers, what can they do here? Oh, the outstretched arms. Oh, Pasquale, she knew she wasn't going to quite land there comfortably, so tapped it, but into possession of the Bulldogs back on the attack. And it's a footwork call. Transition was a little bit too quick.
Very slingshot netball at the moment, but to be expected, first quarter of a grand final.
Still a high-scoring first quarter.
Absolutely, yeah.
Contact. Schubert, great goal.
I love Miller's confidence to also turn and shoot. Obviously, she's probably one of the smallest shooters in the under-17s competition, but she never hesitates, no matter how tall the defenders are on her. And we saw that throughout her time, that she spent a little bit in A grade this year as well.
Oh, there's a contact off the ball here. Jared Hibberson setting the penalty there. Lily Sharp just, Belle Gibson. Elle Gibson, I'll get my letters right. Elle Gibson stood out of play. Molly Moylan finding Abby Bloy, and another mid-range shot.
That was great defensive effort.
Siren there goes for quarter time. 13 plays 10 here. We will be back after the break with the second quarter.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GOTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GOTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Until half-time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half-price selected beers until half-time. On now in the locker room at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Welcome back to O&M Live Netball, the 17 and unders grand final. I'm Rhiannon Harris. Joining me, Liv Laspina. Great first quarter, probably maybe in the way that we expected with the Bulldogs. A 5-goal buffer here, 13 plays 8.
Really great quality netball though in that first quarter. And Rovers just need to look at it and say, well, we got the turnover. It's just about settling that ball.
As the whistle sounds, and it is the Bulldogs to get us underway. And the Rovers just getting a hand in. Shooter to shooter pass, dropping it in. And Molly Moylan starts the quarter the same way she finished last quarter. Holding call.
I always like the flamboyance of Sean as an umpire, doing his twinkle fingers.
He's fantastic and a fantastic asset to our competition. Credit to him. He travels up from Melbourne once a fortnight, sometimes a little bit more, and great advocate for the league and what it is.
Oh, great rebound from Miller.
The league is doing, but they just can't drop it in, the Rovers. The Bulldogs on the attack again. The defensive, stop there from Pasquale, and to get the ball on the run takes them to 9. 14 plays 9 here.
Great vision.
And great timing between wing attack and captain Meg Foley and Abby Bloy in goal shooter. The accuracy of that pass over both defenders' hands. McCarty finds Pasquale. Schubert drops one in. 15 plays 10 here. The work rate of Patterson on Moylan really being tested.
I think if I'm Rovers, I'm just trying to figure out, we can't let Molly have that front space on us because she's just so strong sitting there. No matter how high she is on that ring, she's always going to turn and shoot as well. So just trying to get off the body and dance around and try and see if you can get a few outside arms into some of those balls.
Pellegrino's back on court in wing attack, finding Pasquale over the hands of Ari Cohen. Great attempted rebound there, but Lexi McKillop coming up with the goods for the Bulldogs. They are very, very high up on this transverse line, sideline closest to us, and the Rovers forcing that turnover. McCarty coming through strong, finds...
great take.
Ari Cohen, 2 hands.
Really settled play by Wodonga. They easily could have pumped that in to go into under the post for Molly, but sent it backwards. Were patient and got the reward.
Bloy opting for that extra pass. Jada Bradshaw finding all that space deep on that pocket furthest away from us. Another quick goal from the Bulldogs sees them out to 18. I'm not sure if it's 11 or 10. The scoreboard was a little bit different to at quarter time. I'll just get clarification on that. Regardless, the Bulldogs with a Hanley buffer.
Ari again, front position.
2 hands. You can see the juxtaposition down the end there of the 2 supporters' colours, the yellow and brown of the Rovers next to the burgundy and white of the Bulldogs. Bradshaw, Boyle.
Holly.
Offline.
Great turnover.
Coming through.
Holly does such a great job to just glide down that court, connect when she's needed.
And coming through in that upright position without managing to contact. Both defenders there on their toes. Coming up with the ball, and it is the held ball. It is 18 plays 10. Pasquale on the baseline. A little bit too much, and what a rebound from Cohen. Taps it back to herself. Launches, finds Moylan.
I don't know.
Fair way away from home.
What's in the water down at Wodonga, because in the Raiders game, the 2 defenders had the longest arms ever, and in this game, the 2 defenders have the longest arms ever. And they're all from Wodonga.
Sharp doing her best. And there's a footwork from Bradshaw. As we see Freya Chant enter the court for the Rovers in goal attack.
She's played majority of the year in under 15s. Brilliant little goal attack.
And I had some notes here from Coach Minna Lamb, and said that she came on in their last semi-final where they did lose to the Bulldogs but played above her years in that game.
She's very confident under the post and happy to take those long-range shots. A beautiful little player.
Moylan drops another goal in there. 19 plays 10 here in the second quarter of these under-17s O&M Grand Final. A first for the Ovens and Murray. Commentary for the under-17s, live stream of every game in the under-15s. Myrtleford and Raiders went up against each other, and it was the Raiders 36 defeating the Myrtleford Alpine Saints 28. Best on court in that game,
Briley
Karkik,
who
also
shot beautifully.
Yeah, and I think she was awarded the hot shots in the under-15s
Yes,
as
she
well.
was.
So credit to those Raiders girls. Freya Chant finding the baseline, but it is Miller Schubert to line up, and a great goal there.
Oh, no. Oh, there's been whether it was a caution or a warning just for intimidation.
Both umpires just making sure that the girls really understand what the penalty is for. Oh.
As you do.
As you do.
Yeah. On the back foot.
I'm
just trying to look.
shoot a goal, let alone do it off balance.
I could be wrong. Is Molly bottom age? I actually don't even think she's top age.
Oh, probably not. Yep, bottom age.
Bottom age, there you go.
Yep. So incredible. Coached by mum, Kelly Moylan. And I loved in her little bio that she sent through that she said, my grandpa, dad, mum, sister, aunties, uncles, and I are all premiership players at the Bulldogs, and she's grown up at the club. So,
very
yeah,
nice.
Fantastic. She's also in the Wodonga Wolves program and the Albury Wodonga Bandits. So watch this space. That's another thing. Basketballers.
Yeah.
Look at Kylie Murphy.
Yes. Yeah, Lizzie.
They're
She's
over
prolific.
in the States at the moment. Not here today. Lily Sharp in wing defence gives off to Schubert. Oh, didn't even know where McCarty came from there. Great baseline drive from Freya Chant. The youngster can't quite connect with goal, but Schubert on the rebound. Oh, and it just does not want to drop in. Cohen. Moylan. Wing defence in Georgia Evans bringing that ball down beautifully. Strong take. Lily Palmer in goalkeeper. Oh.
I don't even know why she thinks about passing.
Swish.
She just thinks about it and says, no, I'll take the shot.
Nice and steady-headed. Very much a height mismatch in this attacking circle now. The Rovers giving away a lot in height, but Freya Chant not afraid of that. She found the baseline, but it was the penalty first.
I'm really loving the battle here between Holly McCarthy and Jada Bradshaw. I think they're both giving it to each other in all fairness of the sport, but they're both just contesting and bringing down the ball beautifully for their sides.
Playing that centre role to perfection. Cohen gives off to Moylan, and Bradshaw again finding that pocket. Oh, the closing speed of McCarty then. She was nowhere to be seen and then just got a hand in. But it is Moylan taking control. 23 plays 12 here in this second quarter. Nearly 9.5 minutes have gone. Bulldogs just asserting their dominance. You'd like the Rovers. Oh, rebound can't quite.
The connection between Abby and Molly is beautiful in goal shooter and goal attack.
Something above their years, and these 17s teams would give B and C grade a real run for their money on court. And I noticed in the notes that I was sent that both teams love going up against the senior squads and really pushing the limits.
Oh, Palmer.
Perfect two-handed intercept there from Palmer. Nice and strong. Oh, puts Lily Sharp under pressure. Finds Pellegrino, finds Pasquale. The penalty set. Passed into Schubert. And she connects. 24 plays, 13 here. Bradshaw finds Meg Foley. Oh,
Beautiful drive.
cutting that circle, finding net 25, plays 13. The Rovers, there's not long left in this second quarter. You'd like to see them hopefully just get a couple more goals to keep themselves in touch going into the second half. There's still plenty of netball to be played.
And just going in with momentum can be a brilliant thing going into that third quarter if you know you finished on a couple of goals.
And a goal there is Pasquale rotating back on and rotating to goal. Pellegrino, great defensive effort there.
Oh, Palmer.
And it's deemed to be last off the Bulldogs. Palmer
I love a
steps
goalkeeper
up.
that like claps. As Jackie Newton used to do it all the time. When the ball would go out the base, she'd clap herself.
We've got to try and get our way somewhere in that goalkeeper position. Schubert hits the deck. Pellegrino and McCarty and Schubert.
Oh, great patience, great ball.
Opening up both defenders behind, and that was a
Good
lot
goal.
to do with the work of Pasquale there. And wing attack in Sadie Pellegrino. Her dad is currently coaching the thirds down for the Wangaratta Rovers, so a big day in the Pellegrino household.
There'd be a few families that I'm assuming would be split at the moment with thirds and under 17s on.
Even going into the reserves. Oh, Lily Sharp, great effort there. All options were covered. Pasquale rotating through, sweeping front. And a good idea there to shoot that ball back to McCarty and shooting the goal. We're back to 9, 25 plays 16. Bulldogs with the centre pass. Last few goals have gone the way of the Rovers. Oh, and a great rebound from Lily Palmer, two hands.
And they're the little wins that they need. And get around it and now convert.
I love how you mentioned before the connection between Abby Bloy and Molly Moylan. What happened then? Abby Bloy drove out and Molly swept into the circle and then played like a goal shooter.
Yep.
So they have the capacity to play both roles very quickly, interchangeably. Pellegrino into Schubert. She does drop it but regains possession. Short shot, and it is Lexi McKillop with the great rebound there. Two-hand. Cohen finds Foley. Moylan looking for circle edge. Sharp with a touch, slowing the play down, but Bulldogs in control. Into the last couple of minutes of this second quarter. Bloy taking the Bulldogs to 26. Margin back out to 10. Schubert. Pellegrino. Pasquale. Sophia Pasquale. Oh, the Rovers crowd down the other end like the penalty as Schubert drops it in. 26 plays 17 here. Bradshaw.
Oh, Millie Sharp.
Great take. And Moylan finds goal. In the last minute of this second quarter. It's an obstruction call from wing defence, Georgia Evans. Right on the transverse line. Schubert, great work to keep driving onto that ball. Again, the competition between McCarty and Bradshaw. And is Lexi McKillop stood out of play. McCarty again, just opting to play on, not waiting to set that penalty.
Yep.
Seeing the space open up while she can. Meg Foley finds captain in Moylan.
I think the buzzer is probably on the buzzer too. Oh, stop the clock.
And it is a pass. The penalty, has been set, so it will be Moylan. Takes us to 28. Leading the Rovers, 18. Oh, Cohen does her best.
They'll be bombing this. I can see that.
Get it in is the call. Oh, one pass too many on the stroke of halftime. It is the Bulldogs 28 leading the Rovers 18.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GOTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GOTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Until half-time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half-price selected beers until half-time. On now in the locker room at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Leading the Rovers 18, the Rovers need a pretty hefty third quarter here if they're to stay in this game.
Absolutely, but I think the message would be you don't have to make it up in one big hit. Just take the little wins, take the moments that you get given or you work hard for and try and convert those turnovers.
As I think you and Minna said in the podcast recently, Liv, once upon a time a 10-goal margin seemed
game over.
Game over. We can go home really quickly, but in today's game, and we've seen these score lines being very, very quickly eaten up and turned around.
And I think what also helps is like finals day, you get the crowd behind you, and it just gives you so much more momentum and energy, and it can get you those extra 1 or 2 goals.
That little bit of adrenaline, happening as the whistle sounds. Second half action will be here imminently. We were talking off air as well, the leadership on court of co-captains in Meg Foley Pasquale. Couple of quick goals. Foley off the line to Bloy. Oh, and again, that defensive pressure, the defensive work rate of the Rovers. If you were the coach of the Rovers at halftime, Liv, what would have been your message to the players?
I think they're in a very similar position to what our Myrtleford girls were. That 10 goals down at three-quarter time, and wonderful shot there. I think that you need to just have a little bit of composure when there are turnovers, because you're getting them. We can see that they're getting them. Have a bit of composure, make sure that you can see two arms, two hands when you're giving the ball off, open up your peripheral vision, and make sure you're not giving it to someone that's, you know, 1 or 2 on 1 defence. The defenders are doing so much work as a unit, and making sure that your attackers are also trying to turn the ball over when there is a turnover in their attacking end.
One of the matchups on court in that last quarter, and it's already started again in this third quarter, is between wing attack Pellegrino and Georgia Evans in wing defence. They match up beautifully, and both have already had a couple of touches on ball as Ari Cohen did her best to interrupt the play, but Schubert, another goal for the Rovers. 29 plays 21 here. Bradshaw, she was really dominant through that mid-court in that second quarter. Moylan. And again, credit to the Rovers. They've pushed Bulldogs to one side of the court, but it was Bloy that opened up off balance.
Yeah.
And Palmer, a great rebound. Oh,
and they're the little moments. You just need to take a breath.
And pull it in, and you can't really let the hands of Moylan have a second chance at getting that ball, because they will do the damage on the scoreboard. 30 plays 21. Pressure defence of the Bulldogs. Cohen.
How did she rip that in?
Great pull in. Takes them to 22. Oh, Palmer tries to come through, and great defence from Lily Sharp there. Coming over, taps the ball back. Bulldogs with the throw in.
Just see in the background that Wangaratta Rovers have won the thirds by 13 points, I think.
And all
Mind my eyesight.
All I can see is a couple of Magpies players down, looking very, very disheartened. That heartbreak. It's a long season. But Bloy takes it out to 31. Rovers trailing 22. Pellegrino, her dad will be happy. Coach of the thirds.
Will he shoot up here?
Yeah. McCarthy finds Schubert. Oh, opts for the pass. And Pellegrino standing up strong. Clever placement there of the ball for Schubert. Puts it in. 23. They trail the Bulldogs 31.
Rovers have definitely done a great job of stemming the flow here of Wodonga.
And slowed their scoring down. We saw in the early patches of that second quarter, Bulldogs very free-flowing, got them that early lead. But Bulldogs are trying to do the same, and that went through each of the attackers' hands. McCarthy finds Pasquale. To Pellegrino. The hands of Evans doing their best to get in the way, but it was her foot.
Good hold by Pasquale. And great shot.
Great goal to finish. 24 plays 31. Their centre pass to come. Both attackers there in the same spot. McCarthy. Pellegrino to Pasquale. Strong take again. That competitiveness between both centres is exceptional. Great hold here from Lexi McKillop, and a great rebound from Miller.
It's still in. God.
That's one of those grand final day things that could fall either way, and Absolutely. It fell the way of the Rovers. 25 plays 31. We're back to the smallest margin we've had for a little while in this under-17s grand final. Bloy.
Great pressure here by Rovers.
I think that matchup between Sharp and Moylan has really slowed the play down.
And it's interesting, I'm pretty sure Millie Sharp has played majority of the year actually in goal defence, and it's only been this final series that they've swung her out into wing defence a bit, and she's doing a fantastic job there, but you can see it's definitely just changed the flow of the game, absolutely.
Schubert, the space to Pasquale, and drops in. 32 plays 26.
Such an interesting shooting style from Pasquale. She just pushes the ball up and just glides in.
Bloy a long way from home, but Moylan so strong, so steady, and so accurate. 33 plays 26. 6.5 minutes have gone in this third quarter. Plenty of netball left to play. Pellegrino finds McCarthy. Schubert. Contest on the ring. Schubert finds Pellegrino, top of the circle. And it is Ari Cohen, this year's 17 and under best and fairest, stood out of play. When I was getting notes ready for today on this court, there is so much talent and so many girls that have done so much during this season.
And even as you said before with Moylan, trying to also balance other sports at the same time.
Which I remember doing at high school, but now it seems...
Yeah, it's hyped up. Even
as a parent too, I think, God, my parents did a lot getting me through from sport A to B.
Absolutely. And we know that Sophia Pasquale in Rovers goal attacky, her sister, Bella, is a fantastic runner and just come back from the, I think, World Youth Champs.
Something like that. And
something very good as a runner.
And in the qualifying final against the Raiders, Sophia didn't play
No,
because
she was there.
they were at that championship.
It was over in South America, in Peru, something like that.
Somewhere tropical.
Yeah, not here. Not here in Lavington.
McCarthy finds Pasquale on the baseline.
But I was talking to one week and they said that they had to...
Oh, great rebound from Schubert.
Pull Bella back from playing netball because she wanted to keep playing netball while she was training. Minna said, I think I need to have some perspective on what's probably more important at the moment.
34 plays 28. Bulldogs attacking through, and we see Layla Jansen taking the court in goalkeeper. Beautiful height does Jansen give, but the Bulldogs 35. Credit to the Rovers, they've pulled it back in this third quarter. Can they get a couple more coming into three-quarter time to really give this ball game as much in that last quarter? Jansen being held by Cohen to stay the distance, but again, Schubert, great defensive rebound, but can't quite control and just...
And that's the defensive pressure I spoke about from the attacking. As soon as it's a turnover, that's okay. Just get back, find your man, and apply that pressure.
We've seen in many games over the final series, the goal attack doing a lot of damage in that defensive effort on the way through. People like, in the A grade, like M. Stewart.
Can't do much about that as a defender.
Can't do much about that. Exactly right. 36 plays 28, the lead back out to 8. Oh, the alley-oop pass gone. Co-captain in Meg Foley, what you can do, Molly, I can do better, but not quite to be. Rovers. Patterson finds McCarthy. Pellegrino.
Really nice, patient transition here from Rovers.
McCarthy on circle edge. And Jansen, and great defensive touch there. Her first since her inception on the game. Foley finds Bloy. Into Moylan, holding front position strong. Millie Sharp doing her best there. Annie Harding taking the court in wing defence for the Rovers. Oh, Pasquale home alone. Great eyes from Schubert. Great finish from Sophia Pasquale. 37 plays 29.
Oh, great hands from Palmer.
Oh, great pass, great contest. Moylan just so strong. The Rovers centre pass. Pellegrino, Schubert outstretched. McCarthy stops, props, finds Pasquale. And she finds goal. 38 plays 30. Ari Cohen in goal defence. Oh, great effort there from McCarthy.
Oh, they got the turnover.
And they did get the turnover again. Not waiting for the whistle. Playing out the ball. Schubert, McCarthy.
It's 8 goals now. If they can get a goal here and then their centre pass, that'll give the girls great confidence going into the final quarter.
Bradshaw attempting the touch on circle edge. McCarthy nice and steady in that centre. And Pasquale netting goal. So 38 plays 31. 12 minutes have been played in this third quarter. Rovers centre pass. Pellegrino to Schubert. And again, McCarthy not waiting.
And that's
just
really
playing
smart
on
play.
Smart play. That's really mature play as well, knowing that she's close enough to where that penalty was gone, playing the advantage with those players out of play. So it's back to 6. 38 plays 32. The defence is upped again from the Rovers. Oh, they double teamed Moylan but gave away the contact. And the goal is good. 39 plays 32.
I think that matchup of Millie Sharp and Molly has been really the key difference this quarter. I think we just haven't seen Molly be able to have that clean run at the post like she did in the first half of the game.
And the defensive work rate of all Bulldogs players on court turns that ball over. And the thing with the Bulldogs shooters is you double team one and there's so much strength and accuracy with the other. So the moments where they have done that, it leaves themselves wide open. Palmer finding it hard.
See Kelly Moylan on been on the court directing her girls.
Molly Moylan, Bradshaw, Foley finds Moylan. A beautiful goal. They're out to 40, leading the Rovers 32, and it's a Bulldogs centre pass to come. Oh, swinging ball, sweeps front, and goal.
I love the step into, like, oh my gosh. Just so calm, cool and collected.
Yep.
That's it, it's effortless.
Very much reminiscent
of her mum.
Yeah, of Kelly, absolutely. A great shot there from Miller Schubert, keeping the Rovers in touch. 41 plays 33. Both shooters for Bulldogs in Bloy and Moylan, they remind me of Grace Senior.
Yeah, you're right.
Just being relied upon to turn and shoot from wherever they get the ball. They're not too worried about playing the pass. Oh, McCarthy tries to do the same, but Bradshaw, nice strong take. Moylan.
Oh, great connection there.
Great connection. Great goal. 42 plays 33 here. Into the dying moments of this third quarter. It's a breaking call from Pasquale. The Bulldogs, can they get another score on the ball here to finish this third quarter? Moylan, home alone, turns, shoots and drops it in. And there is the siren for three-quarter time. It is the Bulldogs with the handy edge going into three-quarter time. We will be back for the last quarter.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GOTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GOTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend, we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
Zero 0.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Until half-time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half-price selected beers until half-time. On now in the locker room at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Welcome back to O&M Live Netball, the 17 and under grand final. Fourth quarter action about to begin. It is the Bulldogs with the 10-goal advantage going into this last quarter. But as we spoke about during that third quarter, and the Rovers did it, they got back to 6, but the Bulldogs pushed on. They got a couple of quick goals in the dying moments of that third quarter.
There's been a few changes here for Rovers as well, just mixing up a couple of the bibs. Switching Miller Schubert and Sophia Pasquale, and as well as this defensive end.
Patterson re-entering the court into goalkeeper. As Shooter Bloy finds Molly Moylan. The connection between those two we've spoken about has really done the damage so far in this game. Both players playing above and beyond their years. Bulldogs opting to start this fourth quarter the same way that they finished the third quarter. And again, the faith in that shooter-to-shooter pass. Oh, uncharacteristic miss there. And nets it on the second attempt. 45 plays 33. Oh, the Rovers really can't afford to throw any way of their centre passes away as Jansen finds Cohen. Meg Foley. McCarthy.
Foley.
Great pickup.
I love a mid-quarter that's damages you both ways, both in attack and in defence, and today she's definitely done that.
That we've spoken about already in the broadcast. The matchup between McCarthy and Bradshaw in that centre has been one to watch. Pellegrino finds Pasquale, using circle edge to her advantage, and the baseline drive. A hand in the ball, bit of contact first. Oh, Cohen with the rebound. Great boxing out rebounding position from Ari Cohen. Oh, again, Emily Brown-esque is the hands of Ollie McCarthy. Moylan, you can see the hands over pressure there. Millie Sharp, but when a shooter is shooting like that, there isn't a lot that you can do, even with the arms over pressure. As Bloy tried to not look like that was a replay.
And there's, you know, as a defender on days like this, there's a time where you just go, I'm just playing against a really good player. And who's having a really good day as well.
Absolutely. Pasquale. Jansen comes up with it. Bradshaw, Evans, Bloy, front space in front of Moylan.
Wodonga have just really put the foot down this first 3 or so minutes of the last quarter. And I'm sure that's what Kelly's message would have been to the girls. If you can have a good first 5 minutes, the game's going to be done.
And if that's the case and Rovers can't pull it back, it's nice to be able to enjoy those last moments out on court. But McCarthy, Schubert, Pellegrino, and Pasquale on the baseline. Oh, and just a couple of those goals, just not dropping. They're bouncing back out. Bulldogs on the attack. Annie Harding getting a touch. Bulldogs regain possession. A little bit late the effort there. Cohen. Foley to Bloy to Moylan. Very much a very well-drilled side are the Bulldogs, and credit to coach Kelly Moylan. Hasn't made too many changes out on court, has opted to keep fairly consistent footwork. There was a bit of confusion taking that penalty there.
Oh, Ari Cohen. Beautiful outside arm to get the turnover.
Long ball, long ball. Oh, and just enough weight on that pass. 49 plays 33. The Rovers are yet to score in this fourth and final quarter of the 17 and under grand final.
Good vision.
Finding Schubert baseline, and again, it just won't drop in.
Oh, Holly McCarthy, beautiful intercept.
Spills over the baseline, doing all she can, Holly McCarthy, to turn ball over. And again, she saw that.
She's trying to do everything in her power to get this team back in the hunt.
And again, the goal just cannot fall. I know we've mentioned that a few of the attempts that McCarthy's had are very much like Em Brown, this year's Tony Wilson medalist, but she actually, stature-wise, looks a little bit like Em on court as well.
She does.
Very similar, and I imagine too, though she's playing centre today, I can see her being a really fantastic wing defence or goal defence, being able to swing in and just see that ball and what's happening. And Pellegrino has a stab herself.
Well,
Bulldogs underway again.
Early days she was more of a defensive player. Now she's gone through the Vic pathway.
Great hands over from Harding in wing defence.
Selectors have sort of looked at her and moved her around into that mid-court, and I mean, she's a beautiful dynamic mid-courter for her height.
Pasquale just over the baseline.
Oh!
And the strength and the tussle. Again, McCarthy not waiting, just playing on using that advantage, knowing that they need a goal and they need a goal quickly. And Pasquale 34 plays 49. 6.5 minutes have gone in this fourth and final quarter of the 17 and under grand final. Not enough on that, but Bloy manages to come up with the ball. Isla Hughes entered the court in at wing defence for the Bulldogs. Moylan, sure as ever under goal, takes us to 50. Just thinking. And that's Lily Lister down in goal shooter for the Rovers. Coming up from under 15s to work in this 17 and under team. Short is the shot from Schubert. Jansen can't quite pull in the rebound. This is Layla Jansen's first season at the Bulldogs after coming in from the Tallangatta League. She played in their interleague team last year. Lister puts the goal up, cannot quite connect. Pellegrino, another great touch. Reward for effort last off the Bulldogs. It is the Rovers with the throw in. Oh, and probably a wasted one at that. Bulldogs.
We saw Lily Lister, she's played her whole year in the under-15s for Rovers. There's a great shot. Great, no goal.
Footwork first, and Moylan a little bit disappointed there.
But she had to play a full game in goal shooter in that qualifying final 2 weeks ago when we spoke about Sophia was away. So she's definitely had her taste of under-17s netball. And she's got a wonderful leap on her, as you can see.
And a great stretch, all arms and legs. Ball bounces out and then drops in. 50 plays 35 here. Bulldogs with the centre pass to come. Mia Thompson has entered the court in at wing attack. And a held ball. What can the Rovers do? They really need to get some momentum swinging in their direction.
Great ball movement.
Finishes with a goal. 50 plays 36. Their centre pass to come. Schubert.
And goal from Lily Lister.
You can see Jada Bradshaw telling the Bulldogs to settle. Forced to go back, and another turnover.
Great ball from Holly McCarthy.
Oh, great ball in.
And just a little purple patch here for Rovers in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
50 plays 38.
Sorry, Ree, what did you say at the start of the game was Rovers' smallest margin against these guys?
10 goals.
10 goals, okay. That would be their aim right now. Let's get it under 10.
They got it back to 6 quite quickly, and you can see the defensive work rates come up again, and Sharp has come up again as well. But it will be the Bulldogs with the throw-in. Q. And the throw-in not set.
Oh. And we've seen this a little bit, Ree, in this final series. When there is 5-6 minutes to go, you see teams start to play so much more free netball and these margins are being pinned back.
Well, we saw it in the A grade.
We did,
when Raiders and Yarrawonga had that 12-goal buffer, and then Raiders very quickly got it back to 5. Sharp and Moylan, though. Moylan on point, 51. She takes the Bulldogs for it. It's been a little while between goals for them. The Rovers, though. Pellegrino finds Lister. McCarthy finds Lister on the baseline.
Ari Cohen.
But a footwork. And well done from Lister there to play on nice and quickly, knowing it was just a pass. She couldn't take the shot, but she can now, and she does. We are back to 11. 51 plays 40. Moylan on side transverse all alone. Bradshaw deep in the pocket.
Still a beautiful
Swish.
shot. Yeah.
And I'm assuming when she plays basketball, she doesn't really need the backboard when you shoot like that. I think I still use the backboard and still can't connect.
Just there as an option if she wants it.
Yeah. Oh, Lister, great rebound. Ari Cohen outstretched as well. 41. Trailing the Bulldogs 52. Moylan finds Bloy.
Oh, Holly McCarthy.
Cohen.
I think the boys in the background are getting a good kick out of this game.
Oh, goal from Molly Moylan, 53. Leading the Rovers, 41. About 2.5 minutes left in this 17 and under grand final. The A grade will follow. They are to kick off at 12:15. The Yarrawonga Pigeons taking on the Wodonga Raiders. B grade will follow, where your Myrtleford Alpine Saints play against the Wodonga Bulldogs.
Yep.
And then in C grade, it will be the Wangaratta Magpies taking on the Wodonga Raiders. So a good spread of teams.
Absolutely.
Today.
7 clubs, I think, represented today, just in the netball, that is.
Fantastic, and fantastic for all involved. Umpires as well. Cohen finds Q. Thompson. Bulldogs will be happy to play it around a little bit, try and run down some time.
Ooh.
Strong take from Moylan.
Oh, great shot.
Great shot from
Not
Bloy.
phased.
54 plays 41 here. The Bulldogs, I think, can enjoy this last minute and a half of this 17 and under grand final. They've been the powerhouse, leading from the front all year. They've gone through the season undefeated, and they will be taking home the chocolates. Lister coming through. Oh. Great find there from Pellegrino. Drops in. The 42nd goal there for the Rovers. Lexi McKillop, who started this game in goalkeeper, has re-entered the court to finish this game. Bradshaw deep in that pocket. Finds co-captain in Foley. Finds Bloy. Can't quite find the ring. About 30 seconds left to play. Sharp. Great pull in. Pellegrino. Schubert. Lister's doing a power of work in that circle. It's very much some stars of the future. Good goal to finish. 43. Brings the Rovers up to their centre pass to come. They'd love a score here before the final siren goes. Great outstretch, and there is the siren. It is the Wodonga Bulldogs winning the 17 and under grand final here. 55 defeating the Wangaratta Rovers 43. A great display of netball from both teams, but the Bulldogs pretty much on song for the whole of that game.
Absolutely, and I think they should be super proud of themselves. To go in to a grand final undefeated does add a sense of pressure to you. But they stood up, they got out to an early lead, and they were able to hold on to it for the rest of the day. So congratulations to Wodonga Bulldogs, and shout out to Wangaratta Rovers, because they did not stop even in that last quarter. Big shout out to Holly McCarthy. I think she did everything in her power to try and will her team back into that game. And also Lily Lister coming on the court with the second half of that last quarter.
Absolutely, and I think for the Bulldogs, you can't go past the shooting duo of Molly Moylan and Abby Bloy. Absolutely. Expect to see Molly take the court in B grade as well. It'll be interesting. I don't know what the rule is in how much time she can play on
eight
court.
Quarters.
8 quarters. So potentially
4 quarters she can play. And I think, if I'm right, She's actually, this will be her 9th time stepping on the B grade court, so
she'll be locked to B grade.
They've worked it out perfectly.
Managed to perfection, and congratulations to the Bulldogs. This has been O&M Live Netball, our first time broadcasting with commentary, the 17 and unders. The A grade is not far away. Congratulations again to the Wodonga Bulldogs. The presentation is to come. It will be interesting to see who the umpires have determined their most valuable player on court. But this is O&M Live Netball, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GOTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GOTAFE today.